Advanced English Arabic Learning Session 26. I confess nothing nor I deny nothing. It was much ado about barfing. Tonight gonna be baller. Look out. Sack of potatoes. After you m'lady. He turned a cartwheel on the table. Hitchcock's frequently performed cameos. Zillionaire means an extremely rich person. He was yellow or blue or ashen means sick. The film was yawner. She is wishy-washy. A wishy-washy approach won't work. Exercise is good for your ticker, heart. The first part of a ticker is the symbol. Is my skirt too sheer to wear it? Diced tomatoes. The whole thing was staged. Behind every delay, there's some goodness. She didn't crack a book all semester. She looks snackish means peckish. Scientology is a cult. Eating pork is a sacrilegious act. To savor every moment. He is famously dead. We must give Samantha credit for getting the project finished on time. You have to give John credit for the humility he shows. Is it necessary to credit to someone for their works? I read you loud and clear. You have to ramp up your efforts. Do you mind if I tag along with you? Pay heed to him, he is a stool pigeon. A pigeon used as a decoy to draw others within a net. Kids pipe down please. Peace out guys, see you later. He has one foot in the grave. They are in the same wavelength. He is the biggest lush, a heavy drinker. Do you have love handles or bat wings? Don't you worry about cholesterol and love handles. My love handle's tucked in my pants. You are kooky. I like kooky foreign films. He got knuckle sandwich. I owe you a knuckle sandwich. Get going. He was in the doghouse. He's in the doghouse for forgetting his wife's birthday. She is in a funk. He is in a bind to take the bend very fast. I am hung up on Alma. He played sweet hillbilly guitar. I love my family, and seeking for fame. She is so glamorous. A famous ballerina, now over the hill. Come on in out of the rain. It is Joe time, coffee time. Relax. Have a cup of Joe. Cup of bulk Joe please. Do not do anything I wouldn't do. I shouldn't have bench you. He's just a hard-working, divorced average Joe. What is a good rule of thumb for saving money? The copper mine and not mine. You go your way and I'll go mine. His jeep ran over a mine and he was blown up. The area was heavily mined, lay explosive mines. I'm exhausted. Time to hit the hay sack. How do the British flip the bird? I got all dolled up for a party. She looked ravishing. She was stalling. Her car stalled at the crossroads. A tenuous cloud. His words set off a ripple of excitement within her. A paraplegic veteran. Untenable by all rational people. A birthday card and prezzy for Christmas, present. I had some really lush prezzies, presents. Feverfew will seed itself readily. You look as fresh as a daisy. Feverfew is much harder to find than chamomile. Spasmodic fighting continued. Is dark roast stronger than medium roast? What a long day. I am donezo, done. A baby sling. A hammock was slung between two trees. He had his jacket slung over one shoulder. Horse after horse was slung up from the barges. Sling a few things into your knapsack. To sling beer is to work as a bartender. To sling your hook is to leave or to go away. A shiver shook her slim frame. He had had the photo framed. Framing the proposals. He walked out before she could frame a reply. His co-workers razz him about it, tease playfully. The cars queued up with blinkers flashing. She saw him flex his ankle and wince. They shivered in the damp foggy cold. She flicked some ash off her sleeve. The flicker of a candle flame caught our eyes. A flicker of movement caught our eyes. He wet a finger and flicked through the pages. A Hollywood action flick, a cinema film. Fancy a night at the flicks? The cinema. He flicked his bow tie. He licked the flakes of croissant off his finger. The snow was coming down in thick flakes. The paint had been flaking off for years. My nails have started to flake at the ends. Flake the fish means to scale it. Cook until the fish flakes easily. A real friend won't ever flake on you. He got back in time to flake out until morning. He didn't have a dime. I bet you from dollar to a dime. He got a capacious mind. Scat. Leave me alone. He had long cherished a secret fantasy about his future. The flesh of the grouse as food. She muscled in on the deal, barge in. The exodus of millions of refugees. She walked off in a huff. I haven't seen you in a coon's age. I ain't seen you in a coon's age. Where you been keeping yourself? He is long in the tooth to be hero. Throbbing dance music. The war drums throbbed. She could hear the occasional snort of a pony. I will skin you alive. It is honor system, don't take more than one candy. She set aside some money for rent. Joking aside, I've certainly had my fill. Whispered Alice in an aside to Fred. He stepped aside, waiting impatiently. You have blossomed. He hopes to visit his ravaged homeland. The ravaged faces of the elderly cancer victims. The hurricane-ravaged southern Florida. The whole thing smacks of a cover-up. Synagogue is a Jewish assembly or congregation. Out of the blue means like a bolt out of the blue sky. It is clear as day, he is doing smack. Porcupine quills. Hey dipe face, want a marshmallow? A villainous smell. You slithered like a serpent. I beg your pardon. I scooped the grain into the bag. They scooped 250,000 pounds on the pools, 250. I scooped up these flowers for you. He laughed and scooped her up in his arms. I spent all my time lounging around the pool. Big public investment pools. Dividends are calculated by dividing the net pool. A small win on the pools, football pools. He lofted the ball over the goalkeeper. A drip a love song. Drip a food means tending to drip. A dripping pipe. I'm ticklish on the feet. Her skill in evading ticklish questions. He had a knack for communicating. A human sacrifice to atone for the sin. Justice is served. She was slut-shamed for wearing a bikini. No biggie. I need to take toenails clipping. I need to take fingernails clipping. A tangled tale means a tangled web of lies. A ploy to tangle things even further. Boxed chocolates are the biggest selling item here. You are really tangled. She is an expert in origami. The singer held the audience spellbound. The service is usually lousy. She felt lousy, unwell. The town is lousy with tourists, teeming with. I have some somber news. Break a leg, fellas. The lovers smooched in their car. The end. Coming next. Session 27.